Hello, everyone, and welcome to TYT Sports on this fantastic Friday. Are you okay there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Is my energy too high for you? Is that it?
Me, man.
Are you? Hey, man, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Drew Carter is here, of course, as well, and the Reverend J.R. Jackson. So let's start with something from your hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. You know, the Cleveland baseball team. Instituted and started in 1901, the Cleveland Bluebirds, as a matter of fact. Now, they have Chief Wahoo, as many people like to say, and basically his name that is on the cap, still on the jerseys, but they're trying to limit the presence of Chief Wahoo. Now, he's been basically on the jerseys and caps since 1947. We have a picture of him very quickly. I know that a lot of you guys are not humongous baseball fans, but if we could pull that up very quickly. You see Chief Wahoo, it was redesigned in 1951, but they are trying to basically water him down and make him less of a presence. Now, as a Clevelandite, is that the correct way to put it? A member from Cleveland. Ohioan.
Yes.
He went to Ohio State, so don't judge him too much. How do you feel about this? I mean, the history, but also with the present times.
Yes, the history, obviously, I grew up with it, and you kind of, when you're younger, when you're a kid, you don't know any better. You just love your hometown team. But my mom was always against it. And
Was she in the minority with that?
She just never really.
Is that your mom calling you right now?
That was my mom. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
She just, she just knows that it's pretty racist. Point blank. Mm-hmm. And I know there's history behind it, and I know that has some sort of factor with Cleveland and how people feel about it, but. It's a racist logo, and now that I'm older, I see her point. I still love my Indians, and I think it's a good idea. They're not taking it away totally. I think sooner or later it probably will be, but now it's off the hats.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Not to cut you off, but let me ask you this. If they were to change the name, would that be too much for you?
Yeah, I think.
But isn't the name just as racist as the logo?
It is. And I guess I'm just being, two-faced, I guess. But I feel like the logo is more. When you see it, it's just like I feel like it hurts more when you see obviously the name Indians is a very racial term too, but the way of the Chief Wahoo is smiling and these just red and with a feather in the back. It's not a good look, and so I think it's better off watering it down and slowly just pushing it out.
As you said, I think it's going to happen eventually. So and the thing is, there's levels of how it works. Like you're saying, you still have some connection to the name, but then the logo still, that's like the next step higher, which I understand. So the thing is, it's eventually going to get phased out. But even when it does, people who still loved what it used to be and how fun that logo used to look, they can still look back and say, oh, I remember back when they were called the Indians and we had that logo.
And people will still wear the throwback stuff and old school stuff, but the newer generation of kids don't really need to see that. But I feel like the older kids and older men and women that have grew up with it, they can still wear it.
Here's the thing. When you say, they don't necessarily need to see it, if you were to go on the Cleveland Indians website, you will see that the C that they have now.
Right.
You will not see any indication that Chief Wahoo even existed. You'll see it at the very bottom of the page. That was the only time I saw it on the website. But they're still selling merchandise.
Right.
So it's not like they're taking it away entirely.
They still want to make sales.
They're still trying to make sales.
Okay.
Exactly. No. I totally understand that. By the way, they put out a satisfaction survey, which I really like this. I think that it shows management is on top of their game. So here's what they said. This logo, and they sent this out to season ticket holders, this logo reflects the heritage of the Indians. I feel a strong positive emotional connection to this logo. This logo makes me proud of the Indians. This logo represents more than the team. It represents the city of Cleveland. This logo is an important part of my support for the Indians. Answer options included: strongly disagree to strongly agree. Five different answers that one could give. So out of anything, management is taking this incredibly seriously. But let me tell you guys something, a little inside baseball. I have the Cleveland Indians C cap. And I freaking love it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I think it's nice, it's clean, it's pristine. I love it.
Some people say it's boring, maybe? No?
I don't know.
That's been the number one criticism,
I have
unfortunately.
both, and honestly, even out here, I see a lot of people just wearing the C, and I'll go up to someone, like, you from Cleveland? Like, no, I just like the hat. And so, especially it comes in different colors and different,
Sure.
But, I like it, like I said.
And it works for other teams. Look, you got the Reds logo. You got the Red Sox hat. All these, they've done these. The Dodgers ones, just LA. A lot of them do it, so it can work. It's just everybody's get used to it.
You
This
just get
is
used
the way it
to it.
works.
I mean, we used to wear leather helmets, and then they changed it to hard helmets. Like, we don't like hard helmets. We want leather helmets. Like, okay, maybe it's a good idea.
What are the chances that we actually bring up leather helmets and red Grange all in the span of 15 minutes? Amazing to me. By the way, the Pittsburgh Pirates are getting rid of Jolly Roger as well, and they're just going with the P. So I'm sure the Pirates will be really offended by that.
All right, the P is just as clean, just straight.
Yeah.
The P is okay, but I prefer the navy, dark blue and the red more than the black and yellow.
And
Probably because of the
now that I'm
song.
thinking about it, it seems like the majority of teams simply just have the letters of their city on their hat. It's really all it is.
Yeah, that's why Anaheim
Look at the
changed
Cubs.
them.
Yeah.
Anaheim changed with the A to the LA because the LA logo sells way more merchandise than the A. So they wanted to put the LA Angels of Anaheim or something like that. So
Will we take JR to a game is the big question. We should.
To Los Angeles and Angels
Angels of Anaheim. Yeah. I don't want to get the Mankiewicz out of you, so we'll just wait for that.